is Handsome Nerd ASMR, back with another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Streptococcus viridans, and specifically, we're going to be using the image provided by Sketchy to help us remember the important principles associated with the Streptococcus viridans. In my last video, we talked about the Streptococcus pneumoniae, so feel free to go check that out at your own time. Anyways, let's talk about the Streptococcus viridans and its distinguishing features. So, just like the Streptococcus pneumoniae, the Streptococcus viridans is gram-positive, catalase negative, and alpha hemolytic. So, think about this jester in the green suit. Now we're going to be focusing on this character for the Streptococcus viridans. And the way you remember his alpha hemolytic is you have this Alpha Night Tournament banner hanging over here. So yeah, gram-positive, catalase negative, and alpha hemolytic. It is non-encapsulated. This is symbolized by the jester not wearing the armor. So this makes it different from Streptococcus pneumoniae, because Streptococcus pneumoniae is encapsulated. Let's remember that the Streptococcus viridans is not encapsulated. It is also optogen resistant. So this time the jester is wearing a mask that protects its pointy chin, or it protects its chin for protection, and that's why the mask here is pointy. And then finally, it is bile resistant. So this time the jester's donkey, it is wearing closed-toed shoes that are bile resistant, so that it is not stuck in the mud. So that is how the Streptococcus viridans differs from the Streptococcus pneumoniae, because the Streptococcus viridans is optogen resistant, while the Streptococcus pneumoniae is optogen sensitive. And then the Streptococcus viridans is bile resistant, while the Streptococcus pneumoniae is bile soluble. So keep that in mind. And then for the reservoir, you will usually find the Streptococcus viridans in the human oropharynx, which happens to be its normal flora, in contrast to the Strep pneumoniae, which is found in the human upper respiratory tract. And so the transmission of Streptococcus viridans will happen endogenously. And then for diseases, there are some diseases that can result from Streptococcus viridans infection. So the most significant one being dental caries. You can remember this with the donkey with terribly yellow teeth over here. So just think about that when trying to remember dental caries. This happens because the Streptococcus mutans, dextrin-mediated adherence, will glue oral flora in the teeth, and it ultimately forms plaques. This is symbolized by the jester holding a deck of cards over here that symbolizes the dextran, and also a plate for platelet adherence. So remember, this adherence is mediated by the dextran produced by the Streptococcus mutans. It glues oral flora together in the teeth, and that is why the plaque can be formed, and thus resulting in the dental caries disease. Another thing to watch out for is infective endocarditis, with symptoms of malaise, anorexia, night sweats, weight loss, and splinter hemorrhages. These are predisposing conditions that can include damaged or prosthetic heart valve, which typically affects the mitral valve. And so this is symbolized by the jester that is wearing some minor hat over here, kind of shaped like the mitral valve. And this vegetation will protect the organism from the immune system. So these are some important complications and diseases